Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Real Living, and welcome if you're new. My name is Ashley, and this week's video is pretty much a way of me trying to force myself out of my depression. I have been struggling lately, and I decided to try to come out of it by doing one of my favorite things, which is decorating for Christmas. So come along with me, and let's get motivated. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Whoa, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh.
So to start things off, I wanted to show you guys a few snippets of us putting the actual tree up, getting it fluffed and things like that. I wanted to flatten the back side of it so that we could push it up against the wall and kind of get it in place so that it's not too much in the walkway. And then the next day I went in and started going through all of the totes, going through all of the decorations, trying to figure out what was going to go where, trying to come up with a game plan, which I had not really thought about up to this point because I feel like I don't really have the holiday spirit right now. I have been struggling pretty bad lately the past few weeks with my depression and my anxiety and all of it just kind of clashing. There has just been a ton of things going on. And honestly, this is only the second year, holiday season that I have been without my dad. And it's been a struggle. And it seems like the height of my depression is always around the holiday season, mainly because obviously I miss my dad a ton, and then you have all of the finances and all the stress that comes with everything. So this year we decided we're just actually going to stay home for Thanksgiving. Just want to be around those that I am closest to, my living in with me family, the ones that are always with me, that understand the struggle that I go through. So that's what we ended up doing this year. And it has just been a lot. And this is, difficult, especially during the holiday season, because of the fact that we have kids and we want to make sure that they are just having fun. So my way of trying to push through my depression is to distract myself. And one of my absolute favorite things to do to distract myself is decorate. And Christmas is my all-time favorite to decorate for. And I wanted to just start going through all of my Christmas stuff and begin the decorating process as a way to kind of take my mind off of all the things I cannot control and try to bring a little bit of the fun and the joy back to the house for the holidays and just kind of get myself back away from the dark place. I don't like going there, and it seems like whenever things get really, really bad, that's where I go, and I've been struggling to keep that under control. And then my anxiety on top of it, and it's just a lot. So by starting the decorating, it's just taking my mind off of all of the other stuff that is just kind of irrelevant and trying to get my mind back to where it should be, which is just focusing on my family and just having fun and being there for each other during the holidays. And so far it is on its way to working. Obviously it's not going to happen overnight, but it is definitely helping and keeping myself distracted with making the videos and decorating, and then having my family distracting me. It is, slowly coming back to my normal and not really having to worry so much. So I am definitely excited to finish up all the decorating and try to get myself back on track.
Oh, da 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 da, making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be?
I always start with my Christmas tree first and foremost because that is what motivates me to continue to get everything else done. The tree is probably my favorite part about Christmas, even since I was just a little girl. Having the Christmas tree up is just, it's so beautiful. I don't necessarily follow any of the trends or anything like that when it comes to my Christmas tree. I just have a lot of old decorations, a lot of hand-me-downs and things like that that I will put on my tree, and I do tend to keep it a little bit more traditional. We've had the angel on the tree for many, many years, and I try to keep it a little bit more traditional. And once I get the tree up, I feel like it needs everything else to kind of complete the room. So getting the tree done is always my first thing because it makes me want to keep going. But at the same time, it is definitely a challenge this year because we did change the rooms around and we decluttered them. So I don't have as many shelving space and everything like I did last year. So it was definitely different, totally different than it was last year. And I was able to finally actually spread out all of my decorations instead of them being kind of confined into the living room. I was able to spread them out throughout the entire house. And I'm really happy that we decided to do that before we decorated because of the fact that I am able to expand the decorations, put them in more places, put more concentration in different rooms and not have it all focused in the living room. So I'm really happy with the way that it's turning out.
Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again. To see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire, chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, yeah. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
So at first I did put the countdown clock right next to the tree, but we ended up moving it and putting the stockings there. That was actually Joe's idea. We were trying to figure out where to put the stockings, and he talked about the command strip hooks that we have, and putting them on the wall and hanging the stockings there, and it turned out so much better. So we did move the snowman to another spot.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of...
I had actually forgotten that I needed to put the strings on all of these little tiny ornaments, and that was so time consuming and tedious. It was crazy. But I ended up getting them all done for the little mini trees. One is going in the hallway, one will be out on the porch, but they are so cute.
While we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down and follow Rudolph.
We have more of these window cling stickers, just like with the Halloween ones, and I put them all around the house, all over the windows and the mirrors that are around, and they really add that little something extra to the space, and they're perfect for small homes because they don't take up any room. You don't need to worry about having a shelf or space or anything like that to put these. You can just slap them on a window or a mirror, and they will add a little bit something extra, a little bit more of the spirit of the holiday. And they are very, very budget friendly. You can get a ton of these for less than $10 on Amazon. I will link it all below in the description. But I love these things. They are so festive, and they add that something extra that you just, every so often you'll look into a room and you're like, something's missing. And sometimes that could be the window stickers. And for me, that's what I did around the house because it just added that little something that I felt was missing from the room.
Across the town, later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day.
I had definitely gotten a little overwhelmed on this day with everything and then trying to figure out where everything was going because I really was not working with a plan. I was just working to try to focus my mind on something other than my depression and the dark places that I go. So I ended up getting really, really overwhelmed just looking around and being like, I don't know where to put anything. So I called it a day. The next day, I was able to just pull myself together and get back to work and get it finished. Finishing what was left in the living room, especially getting the couch put together and all of that. And once I was done, I made sure to take care of the floors with the mopping and vacuuming and making sure all of the fallout from the tree, the glitter, all of the little stuffing things from the dog's chew toys and all of that, got it all cleaned up and got the living room finished. And then we moved into the hallway. Doing all of this work has definitely helped curb my depression, but it's definitely still there. There's just been so much on our plate lately that I am just honestly mentally exhausted. And we're constantly wondering how we're going to pay for my daughter's birthday or pay for Christmas. And Joe is the only one who makes money right now, and the burden has been really, really tough on him. YouTube doesn't pay me enough just yet. I know that I'm working towards it. I keep putting the work in, but as of right now, I'm not really benefiting from it. So I've been considering getting a real job, and that has been very, very scary because I have been out of the workforce for 14 years. I have been a stay-at-home mom for 14 years. And so thinking about going back out there and being away from the kids and all of that has really made my anxiety just go through the roof. And it's scary. For me, it is very, very scary. And we're mainly thinking of doing that because the economy right now is just killing us. And I'm sure everybody watching can relate, and all of that just seems to be feeding into my depression and anxiety, and I have to hide that behind a smile. I don't want my kids to be affected by it. I want them to be kids. I don't want them to worry about me or to worry about the world or to worry about food on their plate or anything like that. So I try to shield them from it because it can be very overwhelming and stressful. And so I try to keep it from them and just let them be kids. And I try to make this time of year magical, all while struggling mentally. And I love making these videos for you all, but the reality is I may have to either slow down or something and get a regular job because we need to make ends meet, and I can't let my husband hold all of the financial burden anymore. So I'll be either learning to do both, or I have to get a job and try to continue making these videos for you all. And I know it's actually very therapeutic to talk to you all about this stuff, the good, the bad, the ugly sides of life, because I know all of you can relate at least in some level, and you're all very compassionate and kind to me, and I appreciate it so much. And it's definitely helps me because I can vent, I can get things off of my chest, I can talk. And it's a lot easier to talk to a microphone and a computer than to talk to all of the thousands of followers that I have if you were all in the same room. I don't think I'd be able to get up on a stage and talk to you. But I can talk to you through here. And it's definitely helps me to be able to kind of voice the way that I feel and have people out there reach out to me and be like, I'm there too. And it'll get better. And I want to be that person for anybody that feels that way. And I'm hoping to be able to continue to get out of my depression and continue to make these videos, because I love it when I get the comments that I motivated somebody or I helped somebody. Those are the things that I love. I am put on this planet to help people, and things I can't do is being in front of crowds or speaking and things like that, but I can do it through these videos. And so I want to continue to do that. So hopefully I'm going to try to at least increase my amount of videos, at least in the meantime. But if I do end up having to get a job in the real world, then I will be possibly slowing down back to maybe once a week. But I'm going to try to get a little bit more out there before that, and hopefully kind of boost my revenue that I'm receiving from YouTube so that I won't have to go out there. But if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to, because I can't let my husband keep going through this. So this mirror in the hallway is probably my favorite mirror to decorate for either Halloween or Christmas. Always putting the little window clings on there. And that's usually all I end up doing. But this year we ended up doing more than we usually do. I put up a little mini tree in there and a few other things. But my favorite addition is, you'll see in the reveal, because I didn't get it on video because it was super late when Joe got home. And we just wanted to get it done really fast. But we put the blue and silver ornaments that I typically put on my Christmas tree. I put those up in the hallway this year. This year I decided to go with the traditional colors on the Christmas tree, which is usually I put the blues and the silvers. But this year I didn't, and I wanted to go more traditional, but I had all of these bulbs and I didn't know what to do with. So I ended up putting them on the fishing line that we have strung up at the ceiling. We have them there from a couple years ago when we put the bats up in the hallway for Halloween, and we just never took it down. So I decided to use those strings, and Joe lined up all of the bulbs and put all of the ornaments up on the ceiling, and it just really turned out so pretty. It turned out better than I expected, and it definitely adds a lot more to the hallway, and it's just, I'm so happy with how it turned out. once I moved into the den, all I really had to do in there was just pretty much put the stickers on the door and get the floors clean. I had added a couple of things onto the bar, the flower arrangement that I had put together, and a couple of other things. I had put those up on the bar that separates the kitchen from the den, and it's right above the desk that we put there. And the only other thing that I had to do was just clean it. So having those few decorations up was really easy to get put up and get done. And then I just vacuumed and mopped the floors. And then once the floors were dry, I went ahead and put our welcome mat out. And I love this welcome mat. It's so cute. But there was pretty much, that was it when it comes to the den area, and pretty much it with this area in particular, with the hallway, the living room, and the den. I always end up cleaning those together, so I end up decorating them together as well. So that pretty much completed it. I wasn't expecting to get an entire video out of just these areas. I thought I'd be able to get more out, but I didn't want the video to be too long. So I just stopped it at that, and then the rest of the decorating will be in next week's video. But it was just, it helped so much, and it really ended up being a lot of fun being able to just create something totally different than last year. I loved how it turned out last year. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, but the fact that I can spread everything out and that it's not so concentrated into one spot definitely made a huge difference to me, and I really loved the way it turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so happy with the way that the house is turning out. It has definitely helped to bring me out of my depression, and just seeing the joy on my kids' face as Christmas is getting closer and all of the decorations are coming up and their faces are just lighting up because they just love it. That is what I live for, and that is what makes me fight through everything and get things like this done, even when I am just mentally drained and exhausted, and I just am so deep in these dark places that I don't want to crawl out of. They are the reason I crawl out. And so I am so happy that I can bring that to them. And I hope that if anybody out there goes through the depression like I do, that you have somebody like that to help pull you out of those dark places. And if you don't, drop me a comment down below. Let me know. I will listen. I will do the best that I can from my end, because I want you all to know that you are worthy, you're loved, and you're appreciated. And even if that's not from other people, it's definitely from me, because you guys have supported me for the past 2 years on this YouTube and this journey that I have found myself on. And I am having a blast, because I didn't expect to be able to do it for this long so far. Even though it's not necessarily as rewarding as I was expecting it to be financially. The aspect of the reward for me is the kindness and compassion that you all have shown me over these last couple years, and the encouragement. That is what is key for me. And so I so enjoy making these videos because of all of that, because of all of you. And so I wanted to take a second and just say thank you, because without you guys, I wouldn't be doing YouTube. It is all about the viewers, the ones who are going to subscribe and share and comment and watch. Those are the real winners, because we would not be able to do YouTube without you guys. So I wanted to take a second and just say thank you for always listening to me, whether it's about my home, my family, my depression, my anxiety. You guys are always listening, and that means the world to me. So I wanted to say thank you, and I really hope that you did enjoy this video. Drop me a comment down below, whether it's about your own depression or feelings or family or where you're from or your favorite holiday, your favorite thing about Christmas, whatever it is. Drop me a comment down below. I love hearing from all of you, and I definitely appreciate you guys watching this one. I can't wait to keep going and to keep finishing up all of the decorations and getting everything else finished, getting the whole house ready for this holiday. And I am slowly getting back to my normal self, getting out of this nasty hole that I was in, and just have some more fun. So I appreciate you all. I hope you like these before and afters, and drop me a comment down below, hit that notification bell and that subscribe button so you never miss a video, and I will see you all soon.
Snow is set to fall today. It comes to say that Christmas